G'day and welcome to this video on PPC curves and how to draw them. So this is the example we went over in class and we are in Newtonian. So first thing, whenever we're doing a graph in economics, we need to write a title. So it would be PPC to show Newtonians fish to coconut opportunity cost. Okay, so we start there, and as we can see in these numbers up the top here, the sort of order we need to go in. So the easiest way to start these is actually by labeling our two axes. So we're going to have fish on the x-axis, coconuts on the y-axis, okay? So as you can see, we have got 20. And the easiest way to do this is measuring out 10 centimeters from the axes, okay? In each centimeter, we're just going to put a dot as shown here. Each one of those is a centimeter across, and we could just make a dash down. And we're going to label these 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. And obviously that axis is 0. Okay. On the y-axis, we're going to look at it slightly differently because the top number is 91. So, as I said in class today, we're going to measure 9.1 centimeters up, okay? And at that 9.1 centimeters, which should be just at the top there, is that dot there. That dot there, we know, is 9.1. So just inside, we're going to label the 9, the 8, the 7, the 6, the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2, and the 1. And this is just going to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. Okay, so as we can label this, we can go through. Just remember, always do this in pencil. The only reason I'm doing this in pen at the moment is because then you can see it on camera. So at coconut 0, which is here, we have 20 fish. So we're going to label that, put a massive dot there, press A. On 18 coconuts, so which is on this axis, so we can go 1.8 centimeters up, which is there. We can go here, we can just dot, 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 and from there we can dot, 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 all the way over to this point here, which will be point B. At 16 centimeters, we have 34 centimeters, so we can go 34, 1, 2, 3, 4, just there. And again, we can just dot, 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 all the way out to where it meets 16. 14 is 48, so we go up to 48, which is there, which goes out from here all the way out to number 14, all the way up to point D. And we just keep going, following the same process all the way through. So again, up to 60, we can dot, dot, dot that all the way, dot, 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 all the way up to point E. F is 10 and 70, so we can see as we're getting to the top of this PPC chart, sorry, my hair got in the way there, the top of this PPC chart, we are getting pretty narrow in these spaces. Okay, this is why it needs to be kind of accurate. So 8 goes up to 78, which will be here. And that will be point G. Point H will be at 84. So remember, each time let's just measure that. Then we can make this really, really accurate. All the way up to point H, there. Okay, at 4, we're at 88, so we just go 8 centimeters up from the 80, okay, which is there. And that point there is I, and second to last is 91 at 2, so we can go, 90 at 2, so we can go across from our 90 mark to 2. You can just measure that down there. That's that point there, which is H, and we know K is at 91, so we can just label that K. Now, all we're going to do is go from here and just join all the points up, and this creates our PPC. The one I did ask you to do today in class was the question, what is the opportunity cost of moving from 12 fish, of increasing from 12 to 18 fish. So what we're looking for here is the answer is 48. 48 coconuts. And how we show this on the curve, so we're going to make this a bit more official here. So at 60, we're going to make these nice and quite bold and come out to the E marker. And that's where we're sitting at currently. When we increase to 18 fish, we come to point B, which we can come across to. And that there is the difference. So what we're going to do is actually go from here, draw an arrow all the way down to the 20, just below the 20, because it's 18. And from here, we're going to move from 12 to 18. What we're also going to do is draw an arrow which shows we're going down the PPC to B. This shows that when we move from 12 to 18 fish, we actually decrease from 60 to 18. Okay, so it is in brackets 60 minus 18, which is 42, isn't it? So there we go, that's our video on PPCs. If you have any questions, please let me know.